Today's date is June 19th, 2020, Friday. The time is approximately 7:41 p.m. I'm on approximately 22 minutes on my Sony digital voice recorder. And this would be a part two of a video for inventory and request for witness security relocation and services from the province of Manitoba. I'm going to put this. This is also to the attention of RCMP Brenda Lucki, the Attorney General of Canada, David Lemmy, and the Attorney General of Manitoba. I'm going to start a second video recording. Today's date is June 19th, 2020, Friday. The time is approximately 7:43 p.m. I'm approximately on 22 minutes on my Sony digital voice recorder. I also have a second recorder, cell phone recording going on, and I'm just making a quick inventory. And the intent is to show my brother, my family, that I'm not mentally ill, and that the allegations that I'm alleging and talking to them and trying to inform them about are absolutely real, and that I have the evidence to back it up and the proof, and that I would hope they would refrain from saying I'm mentally ill, and if they're acting on my behalf, they're probably going to get charged for it. So at the last part I left off on for the inventory, and this is also to say this is going to the attention of RCMP Brenda Lucki, the Attorney General of Canada, David Lemmy, and the Attorney General of Manitoba. So I more or less going to send my correspondence directly to them, and hopefully I can get public faces and confirmations that it's being handled in accordance with law, including public fairness as well, right? So I left off here. The last time I spoke off was on the evidence I had against the Manitoba Justice Department, Winnipeg Police, and the Health Department. Over here I have two major incidents, and this would entail the July 7th and 13th, 2017 incident, conspiracy by the Canadian government to mislead North America on the Omar Carter Constitutional Court Challenge deal. And what that is senior members of Prime Minister Trudeau's government, Justin Trudeau, had misled the public and misled possibly Prime Minister Trudeau, depending on his response after the allegations are put forward, on a cost estimate that can't be compared to any other case in history, and then when you do compare it, the cost range is way out of range, and you can tell that the government misled, the Prime Minister, or in North America, and the United States Army for that matter. So there's that case. I also have a lot of supporting. I made a criminal complaint. I attended the U.S. Consulate January 13th, told them I was going over the Division D. I haven't since that time. I've decided that I needed a bit more evidence, and there's been some obvious concerns that have come to my attention, and COVID-19 as well, a lot of things going on. And I have a response letter from the Prime Minister's office. However, I feel that this response letter from request of information is a bit suspicious. A lot of other documents that I have is suspicious, but at least I have the signatures, and I'm okay with that. The second incident would have to do with the major incident at Stony Mountain, and this involves a government conspiracies, if you will, towards me and my brother, my family, of major incidents occurring on the birth dates of our family. That hasn't been happening anymore, but the incidents that have happened were significant, and they land as far as on the Prime Minister's office, former Prime Minister Stephen Harper. And he made a speech of throne on October 16, 2013. That'd be the birthday of my niece Kiana Hastings. The next birthday from there would have been the April 14, 2014 incident where they tried to murder us in prison there. And there's several other birthday incidents. So that one entailed the Manitoba Warriors, where the prison correctional officials allowed a group of 50 warriors to, essentially they're going to kill us on camera in front of everyone, and from the sounds of it, that's what they just did with my brother, the IP. So I'm not completely aware of all the facts or the factors that may have led to the stabbing, so I don't want to say too much. I've been pretty upset. I'm going through a lot of grieving, and I don't want to say the wrong things about things I'm not sure about as well. I already did though, whatever. So, and these are all original letters here. So this one is from Tim Thompson, from the correctional investigator. He refused to investigate the September 16th stabbing of Jordan Morcott. Again, I think that was another conspiracy incident on behalf of the government, and me being the guy that I am, I caught onto the activities, and I was forced to defend myself. That resulted in Morcott being stabbed numerous times. Yeah. The police, this is a signature of Brent Taylor. I won't mention his involvement. I'm not alleging that Brent Taylor acted in any kind of organized crime or corruption in this case whatsoever. The reason that letter and signature is here is because this adds evidence to my allegations of my timeline and evidence and proof. But I just want to be clear, absolutely 100% clear, that Brent Taylor in this letter has nothing to do with the allegations of RCMP corruption and organized crime. There's nothing there with this Brent Taylor. It's just for evidence. The second letter, this is an incriminating letter against attorney Terrell Walker. It will be evident in the last as many as 10 years, the police, RCMP, courthouse, and other agencies have participated in conspiracies to commit intimidation and harassment on me, starting on the dates of May 7th and 9th and April 12th. And these, again, the latest one would have been with Tyler Hastings and Sherry on the Mental Health Act forms, the May 9, 2018. And the latest incident with human trafficking with Darius also occurred on May 9th. And then he was, so I'm led to believe these are government-instigated conspiracies. My family, Tyler and Sherry, are obviously associated to them, and they're committing crimes. Not fully being aware of what their agenda or intent is, but they're committing crimes to assist them in their conspiracies that they may not be fully aware of. So, but I'll be alleging Tara Walker is heavily involved in organized crime and corruption involved in my case, and I'm going to be pursuing charges and restraining orders, anything to do with her or my family for that matter. This letter is from the Commission for Public Complaints. I forget which file. This letter, or signature rather, is from my court sentencing from a Cheryl Pollock. I've actually met the woman one time in 2018 or 17, I believe. So I know her by face, but that's her signature. And she confirmed that she was Cheryl Pollock, so I actually know who she is by face. And she was a nice justice. There's also emails. These are my emails. A lot of descriptive evidence and graphic evidence of my allegations of all these incidents. These are faxes that were sent to Stony Mountain shortly after the May 7th, 2013 sentencing hearings. And this would be the warrant. This is all illegal. There was no laying of an information, so that's a conspiracy to send me to prison for the April 14th and other incidents. But this case has gone as far as to Ottawa twice, right here. That would be Lori McDonald, Senior Acting Deputy Commissioner for Corrections. So she's Ottawa. She'll be implicated in government corruption, depending on what I'm able to prove through government policy, what they have violated and neglected. I may be able to prove that Ottawa, so this lady and another office, acted as an accessory to organized crime involving a conspiracy to commit murder on me and my brother in prison. This complaint is supported by the original letters and documents that I saved while I was in and out of prison. I save everything. I've always been like that my whole life, and look what it